Okay, I guess I'm on live now. All right. So I've just been kind of trying to tackle getting this kind of closed up, at least some of it, for the snow flies. Right now, one of the issues is we've ran our rim board to this joist from all the way back there. We have a big open hole, and we technically should run it as far as we can from here. And the only way to do that is to put a double beam going across here to this joist, and we should have just enough to get past this post. Because this rim board here is rotten. This joist is a little messed up, and so is this one. And then we're going to try to run a double joist in here and here, so that we can keep the floor true. And that'll give us enough. The toilet is like 2 inches. And in order to get 16-inch on center, it's like right tight. But that's okay. That's okay. Because if I go tight, I'll have a 1/2 inch. And then I can fur out this side and that side. And these joists will be strong. They use bolts in these floors. There's a bolt right here. And this thing is sticking up. As soon as you put pressure, it moves around. So I guess what I can do to kind of get this floor somewhat closed from the outside in is to put a double 2x6 here, across here, across here, across here to here, which would be roughly a measurement of 61.5 in between. Just gonna mark it right here. 61.5. DJ. Double joist. That should straighten the floor out. It's just a lot of work. That's all it is. And then we gotta try to get some plastic and insulation. Right now I'm just going to build a marker. Five and 1/4 inches. I mean, 5 and 1/4 is right there. Five and 1/4. This way, we can cut our pieces. I wouldn't normally make a marker like this, just because I do have I have to be exact over here, so. So we gotta cut these joists, then we gotta feed 2 through. Let's get it close to where we need to do the work. This is why I'm marking it. Because I'm going to put the first one here, cut this out, and then that way I can nail into the joist from this side to the level it needs to be. And basically try to cut all the rod out. That's what we're doing. So this block Felipe, you better not be eating fucking garbage over there. Yeah, I know, you're always hungry, you little fat bastard. Not fat, though. Yeah. There you go. If I didn't love this guy so much, oh my god, I love him so much. Oh, look at you. They're not good, you know. They like it when you grab their skin. Oh my god. Oh, look, I'm getting covered in hair so quickly. So I'm flush there. We're not going to cut this one out. Yeah, you're actually not helping me now. Hey, watch out. Get out of here. Yeah, I know. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I know. My loving Felipe. Do you not want me to get anything done? You want the house to be cold? Huh? So much work to do. And I must pet him. Watch you don't fall in the hole, bro. Hey, go. Hey, go. Go. He's such a little adventurer. This one. I'm gonna vacuum out. There's so much crap. That accumulates here. the vacuum. Little Felipe, just terrified. Terrified of that vacuum. Make sure that's nice and square. And then inch and a half. That way, got another inch and a half to the face. I want to be sure when I cut it, it's square. I'm going to need to grab that. Cut it square. Well, the whole point of why I'm trying to make this exact is because when I cut these joists, I don't want to have any kind of a canter going out or in, so that when I go to put the rim board on, it's not pushing out on the joists. So when we lift and try to nail the top of the joist flush with the rim board like that, it's perfect. Hot water tank's going here, so that's another reason why I'm putting in this double. And it's going to carry off of these two joists, which sit on a steel beam back here, like roughly about 4 feet away. So the tub is going here. So a lot of stuff is going on here that needs to be addressed. You can already see there's a bit of a dip here. So we're trying to fix that too. Eating everybody else's food. See you there. So let's get, I found my little square. This is perfect because it's adjustable. We make sure that cut is bang on. Yeah, this floor definitely needs to be, it literally dips right here. So that's why we're doing this. Just to be 1,000%. A bunch of glue here. You know, I was telling the homeowner, I said anybody else would tell you to tear this thing down. But Jack will always find a way to make it work. Let me make sure that's 1.5 inches to there. Alright. 3 inches. 3 inches. And so we should duplicate that mark to this side. There. So we really only got to cut 2 joists. Three inches there. Cut this joist, run our double, knock off that rim board, and put in our beam. And then go outside, nail it. Actually, we're gonna run this joist, these 2 joists on the inside. Oh, it's Helper Felipe again. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Why are you so terrified? What happened to you in the vacuum? Huh? What happened to Felipe in the vacuum? This poor guy. Felipe, where are you going? Come here. Come here, my buddy. It's okay. Come here. Come here. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Oh my God. Felipe. Felipe. Look, look, look. I'm trying to get all the hair off of it. Poor guy, he's just terrified of life. Right, so I guess we can cut these 2 joists with a sawzall. Try not to smash my head on anything as I get up. Oh. And not go through the floor either. Okay. What do we got here? I'm gonna get my wood blade. did you take off? Henny drinks. Alright, I brought these other things just in case. You never know, right? Here we are. Trying to get things done a certain way. I also noticed that this thing is getting a little rusty. Right around, you know. I just want it to not be so but it works really good. Sometimes it's stiff though. So like when you push it in, it should just lock right away. It was a little stiff earlier. Okay. Now, let's get to the cut. Cut this one. Oh my God. What's that hooked on? I think I had it hooked on this nail here earlier. Just stop it from smashing people in the head. You want to be directly behind the sawzall so you can control it better. Okay, we're through that one. Do that one. There's a bar behind me, and there is. Just pop that off. This is why renos is a pain sometimes. We don't equate to all the things that are going on. Like this. Oh, we gotta rip that out. It's 10,000 nails right there. I'm also gonna have to cut out. Probably better for me to cut the rim board from here, from this backside, right here. You got to be really good with the sawzall to do that. Flip it around, cut like that. This little piece should be able to come right off. Plywood just in the way. Now we gotta cut this joist. Does that go through the joist, or that just goes into the wall? Fuck. So this is why we're doing this the way we're doing it. To give this floor some kind of stability. That's cut through too. And that whole piece should just come out from the other side, of course. We'll have to take that plywood off. And then run the 2x6s through. This is where things get fun, because we constantly moving stuff. Right? Like the floor is rotten all the way back. Let's see if I can set up the camera from somewhere else. I got to unplug and then plug, then unplug. I wonder if this corner is good. This corner could be good. And we can have power, I'm pretty sure. Try not to fall through any of the floor. Right? Well, we really don't get a good view of anything from there, so I'm gonna put you guys over here. This is probably the best spot right here. I have a power source right here. Keep the phone plugged in. So this way you can kind of see what we're dealing with here. All right, now I gotta move the plywood so I can run the joist right to the door. And I hate that feeling. My pants keep falling down and it drives me nuts. Just throw all these chunks of wood in this corner here. So this is why everything takes so long. You could get a bunch of guys on this, but like, is it really, are you just gonna be a bunch of people in one area? Freaking pants. Stay up. Shut up! Okay. Because there's only one way to really do this. That's the way I'm doing it. Take these off right now. Makes your knees sweat. And so, everywhere we go, we gotta make room. We gotta make room wherever we go, because might as well utilize the vacuum before I move it in this area where I cut everything out. And we're gonna have to fish basically construction cat has shown up. Yes. How are you? Okay, so everything's just all over the place. Move everything out of the way. 100 times. We gotta move everything out of the way. So, Just so we can have some room. Some room. Okay, I guess what we'll do is we'll get this sheet. Over here. And we will slide it back. To the next joist. Which is right around here-ish. So we need access to here. And then this sheet, we will flip it around it like this. Then we can kind of walk back and forth here. But first we should get rid of this 1x4 because it's all rotten. I don't know if you could see the 1x4 right where my finger is. That piece going across. So let's kick that sheet back enough. Oh, it doesn't matter. There's no room. Again. This drives me nuts doing this because this is what we were cutting those bracing pieces for. It was exactly for that spot. So we'll cut it out, rip this piece up, cut that out, rip that piece up. I could have built a whole house by now instead of doing this. So that literally shows you how that's all tied together. We'll grab it, the crowbars. I don't usually wear gloves, but I'm working with rotten stuff I do. You can hear all these squeaks in that, right? It's coming from a nail rubbing on wood or something not bolted down properly. So this is obviously going to come up nice and easy. And again, just have it maneuver. There. So now that that's all knocked out, just to make life a little safer. The nails are just popping right through. What are they doing? just popped right through. So that could be another reason why you're hearing it squeaking right there. That alone. Alright. We will be putting those back. We're just going to so now we're gonna work on this debacle here. Man, everything's so messed up. Let's do another view so you guys can see what's going on. The only thing is that view can't be plugged in, can it? Well, actually, it could. You're gonna get this view. Ladies and gentlemen. So every time I walk on the plywood, it's gonna be shaky, but them's is the brakes. I'll just run the phone the way it is. So right in front of that door, there's all that nasty plywood. I don't know if you can see it. See that right there? We're gonna find out what's behind fucked up plywood number 2. Because we need... How'd they put this in? Under the door too, I'm sure. Of course it's the joist that I need to get access to. You guys got pee? Man. I guess if I just cut through this floor along this edge, then I can at least get the joists in. That's the plan. And yeah, that's pretty special what they got going on here. Everything's just like they have concrete and wall sheeting and everything else in one spot. Let's use the baby shark for this. I just know I gotta get another battery because this battery's dying. There's our construction cat right there. That's like, why do you keep wrecking the house? Finding all these spots to hang out. want it to just cut through the plywood just enough that it doesn't damage. If anything's underneath this, I don't even know. I don't even know. Well, you know what? There is. Pretty sure there's nothing. It's not under the door. Just a lot of screws. This is wall sheeting. For whatever reason, wall sheeting is used. Look at the rot on the back of that. That's good. It's good for the health. We need to drill at the same time. You can see where my frustrations lie here. Because someone thought this was fixed by doing this. What's that screw doing? Oh, I guess they put a piece of board around here. That's also screwed into something. This is professional workmanship here. Oh boy. This is why I get frustrated with stuff like this. What the fuck is holding it down? There's another screw there. It's high-end work. Something else is holding it down. Good thing I wore my archaeologist gloves. What did that sound? Cat, you better not be making more holes underneath there. I don't even care. Come on. Hopefully the joist's not rotten. That would be amazing if it wasn't. Oh, I think I found the other screw here. Oh my god. What the fuck is this? How is it? They got like 100 screws in there. And then like a pile of concrete. Like look at the chunks of concrete that are under here. It's like they just kept filling it in, thinking, oh, well, if we just fill it in, that will act as the insulation. And I feel like I should bring the camera back over here so you guys can see this debacle. This is what makes the job hard. How come nothing got done? Well, I'm dealing with this stuff. This is pure insanity here. Like, what is that? Just piles of junk in the floor. We got it in there. Piles of junk. gonna need a shovel just to pull half this stuff out. Like, I get it, okay? People try to fix things themselves, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't need to hire anybody. I fixed it." Are you kidding me? And you know what else I kind of, I don't like wrecking my bits trying to get things out because someone did a crappy job, but I get it. Oh yeah, I could do it. Well, did you do it right? This is not right. None of this is right. Like, this piece, look, I could slide my crowbar in beside it. It's not even touching the other wood. Like, I want to smash it out, but I don't want to damage the joist doing it. But like, I guess this is the way the so-called pros do it. I say so-called because like look at the thickness of that mortar that was poured on here at some point, and somebody went through it. Now, this is the stuff. Dreams are for sure not made of this. Let me break off more of that concrete. I feel like I should send this to people so they can laugh. Like, it's lightweight stuff. Let's see how strong it is. Well, it's not strong at all. It's probably not meant to fill in holes in the floor. We got more screws here somewhere. There's another screw right here. And they're like, oh, I'll use a toenail screw. We'll just rip that off. Man. There's vinyl. Like, I get the concept. We tried to fix it. But the rim board in the front here is definitely rotten too. I was being held in by, let's say, 3 screws. I say 3 screws because that's all that I had to unscrew. We got paint brushes in here. What else do we got in here? Yeah, we have a spray foam conglomeration here. We got a dental toothpick. Yeah. Yeah, that's not how you do it, that's for sure. This is not how you do it. Oh. I feel contaminated just sitting beside it. I might be able to reuse that screw or something. Oh, there's more. Spray foam was holding that. Well, you probably spend more money on spray foam than you did on actually fixing this. And yeah, this joist is rotten to fuck. So we're gonna have to mend here. Let the dogs in, they'll fall through the floor. Like, I don't know. Do I like doing this kind of stuff? Not really. Am I good at what I do? I would assume I am. So I'm gonna have to. I gotta cut this back to here now. Like, obviously get rid of this, get rid of that section, take this stuff right out of the house. Because I might be able to just like pull the insulation out, and that might actually stop a lot of the cleanup that I'd have to do. Like, well, that screw might be still good. How many screws was in that? Well, there might be more than one. Well, there's definitely only a couple. That one's no good. There's nails in there. Just rip it the fuck out. Try not to damage the wood, but fuck. Whatever, it's already fucked. So we got. Well, there was one screw on the side here. Can I unscrew it? Yeah, it's broke. Oh my god. Well, I can do it. I'm good at construction. I can do your job. That's what they say. That's what they all say. Maybe I could unwind it. I'm trying not to rip it out because you're going to take chunks of the joist with it, so I guess what we're going to do, we're going to cut the rod off. Yeah, that's out. All the nails are out. We might just cut it back to somewhere here. Well, we'll get this piece off, and then we'll figure out how far we need to go. I'm literally on a sheet of plywood that I know there's a hole in, so let's remove that. Pull all these nails over here. High end You've got to be high to do this work. Another screw. Let's find out what's under door number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, at least we know it wasn't much better than the thing. It's a squeaky door. Wow, that's a heavy piece of wood. Rotten, for sure. More nails. You know what? Since we're here, I could actually almost just put a whole new joist in here because the floor is completely exposed, and thank God there's no bolts going through this one. That should be able to work. What do we got here? Another nail? Oh, it's a screw. So I might just be able to put this right where it needs to be. Should we put a double joist on it though? Because this is twisted, to be honest. I have to cut this back even farther, but for now, just to get these joists in, because let's see what we got in here. Oh, you can see outside. That's good. I should probably cut that back to there. I'm curious how messed up, because I know that, oh, the whole thing's moving. Jesus. So this piece of wood is screwed to nothing. Yeah, it's 1000% rotted. Look at these archaeological. I don't know what the string. What was the string for? It's a floor tampon. Do I have my? No, I don't. It doesn't matter. I'll just cut it out. Cut it out. We'll replace this whole joist. You know, now that we're here, I actually don't even need to access from the outside. I can just drop it in. Drop it in. It's crazy. There's no point in pulling any nails out of this because we're not going to use it. I nailed all these blocks in. Oh, look who it is. Why, hello, Hendrix. Come here. Construction cat. Let's see if we can get him to come in the house. Come on, Hendrix. What's this? This will get his attention. This is another reason why Brendos take long. Find ways to amuse yourself. Anyways. So wondering, does this joist need... This joist isn't so bad. This one here. This one's rotten for sure. Let's take it all out. Okay. Let me look at this treasure trove of greatness, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the treasure trove. We got Hendrix the cat right there. Oh, look who showed up. We gotta watch where we go. Can't just step. Yeah. So you guys can have a little look-see as to what's going on. Look at all that. Look at it! That's professionally done, I'm sure. In someone's eyes, somewhere in the world. Right? Now, we're going to work on this side here. Get that in the right place. I feel like I should wear my knee pads. Probably just replace both fucking joists, really. Put them right where they need to go. Now we'll just cut that one back. You can just see, like, any moment somebody could, like, be stepping on that and fall through, right? That's assuming that's straight. That is most definitely not straight. But if I line it up, that joist to there, I can do this, then I can measure over 3/4 of an inch. And measure over 3/4 of an inch. This should be right on right dead center of that joist. This floor stinks. My hammer's all the way over there too. Hendrix, I should be able to train you to get my hammer. Let's see if we can pull whatever's holding this wood down. Staple. Another staple, so the nail. There's a nail. Try not to mess up my saw blade any more than it is. Get out of there. You know how gross that is? You're playing in filth? It's pretty gross, Hendrix. Hendrix the cat. I like how you're so excited to be playing in the filth. I think whatever was there is disintegrated. Oh wait, there's another staple. Look at how like soft that is. I could literally just probably put my claw right through it. That one's kind of solid. Alright, let's get these staple removers. Staple remover. Sawzall. And the skill saw. I'm gonna grab my knee pads. Look at what we got going on. Isn't it exciting? Don't you think? A little too exciting. Yeah, I really do think. It's like crowd work that you just shouldn't have made. It's a free ride, but your work is crap. It's good advice that we know you didn't take. But like, look at how rotten that is. It's growing another set of plywood. Well, at least they put this strapping right down the hallway, but that's literally, they got it set up every 4 feet. So I guess they figured 4 feet would be the best place to put strapping for it to be stronger. What will we find behind door number 20? I could probably get sawzalled out. Point you're staring at it. I actually felt the floor buckle because of that. Multi-pet. It's like multi-pass from Fifth Element. Multi-pass. Multi-pass, multi-pet, multi-pass. Take that right outside. That dirt went in my mouth. That was gross. That was gross. There's that big bar. I need the big bar. May as well. Hammer out the nails. This cat is like, I am construction cat. Let's move this cord for now. Look at that. I was saying maybe you could roll the insulation up, but I don't think there's any insulation left to roll. This joist drop when I stand on it. Man, I need a shovel. This is not gonna just easily. that? Huh. It's like the piece to a towel bar. Look at that. That's just... It wasn't rotten. It wasn't rotten at all. Why would you think it was rotten? This cat's like, you do such a good job, Jack. You're going to be balancing on joists, trying to sweep all this shit. Look at that. That's all it used to be floor. we've gotten this far now, we can possibly get a good measurement on the overall length of this stuff. Let me move this plywood around here real quick. There. Now, I can. I wonder where the house, the heating bill. No wonder why the heating bill's so high. Everything's got holes in it. Okay, you're gonna give me a hard time, right? Oh my god. All I fucking wanted was to go in there. Make the joist the exact same size. That's what I got here. 157, 159. $159. All right. $159. We'll double up this one, and we'll remove that one. $159. So as it stands, 159 was my measurement. So both of them have to be the same. And fuck, I should really just put two doubles. Because we're trying to get our 16 on centers back. For whatever reason, they took them out. They didn't need to. That's the crazy part. So I guess for right now, I have to cut back. Let me set this up again. I have to cut this blocking back here. This blocking for these joists. Because I nailed them in and I nailed the shit out of them. Not thinking about that I may need to change these two joists. Those blades. And I nailed the pipe to this one. I can leave this one in. It's just that one I should change. Because it's twisted, it's rotten halfway, damaged over here. We may as well. And then we got to put all the notches in it. So if we cut those pieces, realistically, the only thing that's holding this in place is the blocking I had just put in that I have to cut out. Where are those metal blades? You better watch stepping on these things. Oh. Blades, where did you go? Oh, they're right there. One. There you go. No. Realistically, staples and nails are the only thing holding that in. So we gotta cut out. Oh, that's it. Oh, no, that's no reason for them to move it over. Okay, well, need to cut this out. This blade's not going to be long enough. I want to use the metal blade because it's thinner. It causes less damage. We'll use this other blade. It's just as good as another blade. polywork. Stapled the shit out of it. Cat's claws all the way over there. Straighten the nail with a hammer. Should help us to probably behind the wood. Sleep those ones. Well, lucky I have my trusty grinder right beside me. Vampire cat. Probably nailed this from this side. I could pull the nails. Oh, my cat's claw's all the way over there though. Could just knock the fucking thing out. Put a new lock in. Hammer the nails back. All the nails. Where the nails go. Oh yeah. All right. 1:59 exactly. You can see how rotten that is. I'm gonna let these dogs in. Let me set this camera over here. Just because I gotta let these dogs in, I'm gonna move some plywood around. Give me a second. move all this wood that could hurt the animals. I'm gonna put a sheet of plywood so they can come in. It is getting colder outside. Yeah, alright. Why is your mouth so freaking dirty? Holy crap, what were you doing? Eating dirt? Look at you. You're a disaster. Okay. Felipe, then there's... Oh shit. My charging cable broke off into my phone. So now I don't have a charging cable. That sucks. Well, at least it didn't damage the phone. %. So we're gonna have to bring in the door from that back door. So we'll maneuver that. Look at how the cats are like everywhere, eh? They're just like, what's going on? Look, see, there's that one there. There's that one over there. I don't even know where half these cats come from. Okay, everyone in the cage. Come on, Colonel. Colonel, come on. Good dogs. Thank you. Oh, the other ones are longer. Maybe I should just cut it to make my life easier. I think so. So if I can barely get that one in. 16-footer is going to be a little bit harder. This to that. And well, we know they're 159, so I might as well just cut it to 159. One 59. Almost fell through on that one. All right. 159. Now, here's what We got a mirror. This 1x4 notch. And I should probably just use that other one. So I can always bring another 2x6 tomorrow. We needed, I think it was 61 for in between. So we're trying to strengthen the floor. So yeah, it was 61 and a half. Make it whatever it is down here. Yeah, 61 and a half is what it will be. So we'll cut out of that other long one. I was going to use some pieces out of this, but I was like, it's already chopped up. I need 61 and a half. I'm not going to get it anywhere on that, so there's no point. So we'll cut it and we'll bring it in. Alright, now all those dogs are in. We don't need this here. Alright. Okay, so to cut this to the right size, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a notch at this end for 2x6 that goes across the whole threshold of the door. That would just make so much sense. Alright, so this is the extra piece that we need for a double. Put that there. Put the belts back on. Oh, it's a good sneeze. And we're going to mirror everything off of the old piece onto the new piece. So, here is what we are going to do. Pretty sure I cut this one the right side. 159. Let's set back on. 159. And so that's what we cut out. That was from that end. So we've got 42 and an eighth. 47, sorry, 44 and 7. And 90 and 92 and 7, 8. All the way down to this notch, which is 38, 138, and 138 and an eighth, and basically 140 and 7. 40 and 7. 8. Well, this board is actually pretty twisted and warped. So basically this end, I don't know if you could see this end. Can you see this end? Okay, perfect. So this end, providing that this is the top. Let's see if my level eye tells me that's the top or not. Oh, it's the bottom. This is the top. So I have to mirror all those. We're going to notch the end of this to be able to receive the 2x6 flat at the door plate. Alright, so measurements 42 and an 8, 44 and 7, 90, 92 and 7, and then we got 138 and an 8, and 140 and 7/8. So that's going to be our slots for the 1x4. This is a piece of 1x4 right here in my hand. So we're going to notch our 1x4 plate just a little bit deeper than this. And that gets knocked out. This thing I can cut into pieces. What I can maybe use some of it, but most of it's pretty rotten. I'm just going to double check, triple check. My joist for length. All right, do it again. says 158 7/8. I don't want to be. I definitely don't want to be too big. So if I gotta cut an 1/8 off, I don't mind doing it now than trying to do that fucking later. Move this shit out of the way a little bit more. Double check the other joist. This is 158 7. So just take it off that end. It's an 1/8, it's an 1/8. And they can push out everything. 158 7 is what it's going to be. Man. That's why I don't wear these pants with this belt, because everything keeps falling off my ass. This is going to be smaller now. All right. So let's cut that 1/8 off. Now let's cut. Let's cut this notch for the 2x6. Really? I just didn't want to overcut it. So that way that 2x6 will sit nice and flat on top and give a good threshold for the give a good threshold for the door. That should fit my 1x2. This is supposed to be 2 inches. It'll fit nice and flush perfectly on top of that. You can always do a better job of knocking out those pieces. So, same here. Use your claw. Perfect. Let's test our 2x6 door ledger on top. Oh, beautiful. See how that fits nicely? Look at that. Now you'll never have any problems with the floor sinking by the door. So, man, these pants drive me crazy that they keep falling off. How high do I have to have them? All right. Yay, we're at one part almost. We're probably going to cut all those rotten nails. So, I can literally take this to make the second one. Because I don't want to move 2 joists. I don't know that these nails are going to be in the way. So let's just double check. That's the top. So I can actually just do this. That way I'll have the exact same one. All right. Now that we got that mirrored, we gotta go and cut those nails out of the way with the grinder. Show you, just so we can get this piece in. First we got nails down below. Just because we're going to be sliding be sliding this piece in between the floors, the two floors. It should fit. And that's going to hold the weight of these until we get our rim board across. But for now, I'm going to grab a long sawzall blade first, metal sawzall blade. Alright, let's, might even use the grinder. We'll just see what one fits better. We are going to take that rim joist off just for now to get it, just to get that piece of wood in. And I could probably hammer these ones out. Yeah, we'll just cut them. There. They're all cut. Same. We gotta do the ones down there. over in this corner, and in this corner. Not that there's a lot left. It's definitely not a lot of the nails. Stuff just falls out. Just want to make sure there's nothing in the way. We're going to have to put that piece in first, the 2x6, and then we gotta notch it over there too. Well, you know what? This other one doesn't need to be notched. We're just gonna notch, well, it would be better. It could just sit on top. Or I could just put a block and then nail to the side. Because that other joist is going to basically be right in front of that. I could just go right to here though. So much thinking to do, eh? Look how long it's taking me to put 2 joists into the floor. Screw there. I gotta unscrew and pull out all the nails. Yeah. Gotta clean the joist. There's more fucking staples here. basically got to clean all that. And then we can install the new joists. Let me grab, I need the wire brush for the removal. And I need sander. Vacuum. We'll start this side. For now, I'll cut that piece out, cut this wood back. And that's what I like, flex. Just so much easier to work with. Straighten out my blade. Just get this here. Block out. This side too. What's holding it? Oh, another screw from the other side. That's what we got grinders for. Alright. See if I can get a drill. Pull out the screw. Now we can clean up this joist. Yeah, it's all rotted there, by the way.
No.
I have a feeling you already knew.
I know.
You should have seen the amount of shit that was in
What was
this
in
hole.
there? Was it gross?
Wow, it's just like, it's like the concrete patch that somebody put in fell through the floor, obviously, and it was like that thick.
Yeah, I know.
So I see, I knew it. I knew you knew.
I knew how thick the bed was.
I knew it. She's gonna lie to me and tell me she didn't.
No, that was definitely my mom.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I blame everything on my mom too.
Yeah, me too.
I already cut the joist. I had to clean everything up to get it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, I wanted to run the rim board across. So what I did to not have to do that right now was I'm going to put a beam from there to there and tie these joists into that beam. And then I'm going to put a 2x6 plate that sits here so there's more support for the floor. You want to get to your bedroom?
Right there. It's like.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't need to go in my room right now.
So
I just sleep in the living room. Just sleeping in the living room.
The live is on, by the way, too. You kind of figured, right?
I figure.
Since I do it all the time. I might as well entertain somebody
Hey!
while I'm doing this, right?
So you're gonna put a second one across here?
Yeah, it's already cut.
Oh, it's already okay.
It's just, I had to cut all the nails, make room for it. Then I'm like, I gotta clean this wood. 'Cause then I'm
How's that side? Is that side as bad as the other side?
Oh, the other side is, you can actually see the joist sitting beside the clean ones.
Yeah.
It was all rotten on this end, so I was like, fuck it. Instead
So
of
like
putting,
the outside one.
oh, that's gone. There's nothing left. You can see outside.
Oh, is that him?
Huh? Probably in the floor somewhere.
Hendrix.
She did pop out there once.
Hendrix. I think he's at the door.
Oh.
Oh, hi. Don't fall through the floor. I would have laughed if you just fell through that floor when you came in. Hi, sorry, I didn't consider letting you in when I came in the door. How rude of me. I know.
So, yeah. This joist is okay, but I'm going to put a second one on this side.
Oh, yeah.
And then that way I can move it so that all the plywood lands where it needs to land.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be stronger. This one was twisted, warped, and rotten, so I was like, fuck it. We already got the wood here, might as well take it out.
For real.
So now we're just cleaning joists.
Exciting!
So
I'm gonna
much.
watch Epstein Files.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Now we just go to notch that 2x6. And we'll use the zippy tool. Use the zippy tool. Zippy tool it is. Got the zippy tool. The house is on fire. We don't care, let the motherfuckers burn. Alright, we cut the notch in the top of that. So now we've got a nice notch here to receive the 2x6 on the flat. Basically gotta cut screw that was sticking out. Need a white floor. Look at that. So now we're gonna nail a cleat in right there and right on this side. A little bit of spray foam. We'll clean out this next, real quick. All right, let's set this up here.
It's a federal prison, notoriously underfunded. Something of a hell of a. As we deal with the guards, we're sleeping, cameras are working. Anything that could go wrong, went wrong.
Honestly, I felt so devastated that once again he had managed to escape because of my ability. That's how it felt. He wasn't secure enough to make sure that he was alive and in time. There's no justice being tested. There was just so much more to be said than could ever be done. And that's it. I didn't know how to answer. Not to say that like he didn't do bad things, not to say that he didn't deserve some character and
If you want to know how he could slip
Yeah.
through the cracks on this, the New York's Metropolitan Correctional Center is called the Hills. It's a notoriously, harsh place. It's understaffed, and largely staffed by not the smartest people. He knew his life was going. So himself and his
I gotta measure out right here.
I was just gonna go with the whole objective of I think it's the never ending story. You don't say, kill,
This case is
had all the computers and all these monitors, like the old-fashioned TV monitors stacked.
Huh.
I'm looking at the monitors, and I'm like, that's my room. That's the massage room. That's my shower. That's my toilet. That's everyone else's toilet in the house. That's everyone else's shower in the house. That's every single corner of that house was monitored. He was watching everybody all the time. This was a blackmail scheme.
It's not just gonna slide in because there's a.
Underage girl. When he told me people owe me favors and I will never get caught, I can get away with things, he meant it.
I think that he would take a lot of people down. This wasn't just a ring that you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was a international sex trafficking.
These joists are
He is a very
5.5, 5.25.
Mark Epstein, Jeffrey's brother, is
Not 5.5.
Take
Quarter inch too big.
a further look at the autopsy.
Gotta run it through the table saw.
A call came in from Dr. Michael Bodden, who was representing the family, specifically the brother, Mr. Mark Epstein.
All right.
I then received a copy of the autopsy report, and there is no evidence at all to indicate that he had relief from the bone. I came to learn that there were fractures of the hyoid bone, which is a delicate U-shaped bone located high in the neck, directly beneath the mandible, the lower jaw. I have here, from a totally unrelated case, of course, a hyoid bone. Now, there is some soft tissue still attached on Jeffrey Epstein. 3 fractures were found. The corner of the hyoid bone on the left side, and then directly beneath on Jeffrey Epstein, there were fractures of the thyroid cartilage, and then on the right side of the thyroid cartilage. You do not get those 3 fractures with a suicidal hanging of someone leaning forward. So where, again, is the force that would have been required to produce those fractures from kneeling forward? I could say I've never seen it myself in all of my autopsies. I would say to have these 3 fractures in that kind of a suicidal hanging would be extremely rare. Extremely rare.
What really took this tragedy to another level, in my view, was when he moved his money over to the Virgin Islands in his will.
Jeffrey Epstein signed a will 2 days before he committed suicide. At that time, he knew he was committing suicide, but I would presume his lawyers didn't know that.
It made it much more difficult for the victims to get restitution. And in my view, it sort of underscored his evilness, you know, his venality. It basically showed that he had no remorse whatsoever. He didn't think he did anything wrong. That just says it all about Jeffrey Epstein. You know, it was fuck you to the victims. Like, he had no sort of remorse about victims.
Victims, certain things that they take from them forever, they'll never get back. They'll be in jail for life. But then those come all the time where they're able to prove that they were victimized, that they were harmed by the victimization, and that they should be compensated for it.
I'm looking for my guide
Can't ever take back what happened to them.
for the saw.
Epstein's lawyers wanted to dismiss the case. You can't try that guy. The judge wasn't going to let that happen. The judge was going to let some of the victims get their name.
Up to 30 women are expected to accept a New York judge's invitation to address the hearing before he moves to dismiss a criminal sex trafficking case against Epstein.
The invite to the hearing was all very last minute. As emotional as this has all been for me, it's also ignited sort of this dragon, if you will, in me that I feel the need to speak my truth and to have my voice heard. deserved our day in court. I think it was a very cowardly thing for him to do. He escaped justice.
I was so touched by the strength of the women that were there, getting up and sharing their experiences. So many for the first time. It was a very cathartic experience to be there.
Judge Berman, he changed my life. For the first time, I actually saw someone in a position of power that actually had any form of respect for us, and he listened. And that's all I ever wanted. Someone to listen, someone to hear me.
Judge Berman gave me back something that I never thought was possible. He gave me back a piece of myself that it was missing for so long. Hugging those girls in court. It was beautiful. We cried, we laughed, we hugged, and we all had each other's backs that day in court.
The way that Judge Berman treated these victims is going to be the model for how victims should be treated. I think that it's going to go down in history as the most important case on behalf of crime victims in U.S. history today.
It makes me sick to my stomach that there's perpetrators out there that obviously helped him in many ways for a very long time and they're still out there. There's no justice and it was a lot of unanswered questions. It's also pretty upsetting to see how many lives he's devastated. How long he's gone for and nobody did anything about it.
It's incredibly scary to come forward against Jeffrey Epstein, who's a billionaire, who has friends in very high places, who has intimidated them, who has abused them, and to stand up many years later and to say this was wrong, it shouldn't have happened to me, and I don't want it to happen to anybody else, is just an incredible thing to witness. My life was
Of
threatened.
course, it's not fucking
My
here.
work was threatened, my career was jeopardized completely.
I've pretty much been on a journey for 20 years of not doing my art, not painting, and I was just trying to survive.
And then I began again painting because I was tired of being afraid.
I felt like I wanted to expose the monsters, and I just needed to get that out. And
Trying to find my.
basically
I have a
desire.
guide for the saw, but I can't find it. Alright, I think it's time to end this. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, so that's what we did with the threshold. Really nice, sturdy. You can walk on that nicely and it won't break. But the issue is this joist is 5.5 inches and these ones are 5.25. So what I've been doing is looking for the guide for my skill saw so I can run it, but can't find that. So just gonna end it. Have a great night. And until next time. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. You guys have a great night. Bye.